So beginning in child's pose. Let's open up those knees wide. Sinking the hips back towards your heels and forehead to rest down. Softening the shoulders down away from the ears. Breathing through the belly. And finding that deep inhale and exhale. Shoulders softening down away from the ears. Softening to the face and the jaw. Breathing in through the belly. And then expand, maybe touching the top side of your legs. And exhale, belly drawing back in towards your spine. Deep inhale. And exhale. So noticing how you're breathing. Allowing that breath to be deep and full. As we bring calmness and stillness into the body and the mind. So clearing away those distractions. And knowing that we will hear sounds inside the room, outside the room. But allowing yourself to be here on your mat. Staying connected to the breath. Softening and letting go. Taking a deep inhale and exhale. And a few more rounds of breath. And allow your hips to release back. And softening into the body. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Maybe starting to walk the hands out a little further over your head. Pressing down to the palms, spreading the fingers open. And an active child's pose. And with your next inhale, we'll slowly walk the hands over to the right side of the mat. And then sending the weight of the body back towards that left side. Let your head rest. And breathing from your fingertips down the arm to the ribs and the hip. Taking a deep breath in. And deeper breath out. One more round of breath here. Inhale. Letting go as you exhale. We'll slowly walk those hands back to the center of the mat. And then let's travel them over to the left side. Sending the weight of the body back to that right side. Head to rest down. And again, breathing from those fingertips down the arm to the ribs and the hips. Take a deep breath in Deeper breath out. One more round of breath here. And then let's slowly walk those hands back to the center of the mat, child's pose. Take an inhale. Let it go, exhale. When you're ready, slowly rising up through table. Let's bring our shoulders over the wrists. Walk your knees in underneath those hips. Spreading the fingers open, pressed down through the palms. Moving through our cow and caps. Inhale, release the belly down, the gaze travel up. And exhale, chin to chest, arching that spine up, into cat. Inhale, belly releases, gaze can travel up. Exhale, chin to chest, into cat. And just keep it moving with your own breath. Honoring that breath. Maybe even closing down the eyes. Just connecting into the body. Breathing to the front and back side. Couple more rounds of breath. Inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. One more full round of breath. Breathing in. Breathing out. Returning into table. Let's wag our tails. So as we inhale, send those hips over to the right. Peek over that right shoulder. And as you exhale, up and over to the left, peeking over that left shoulder. Inhale, up and over to the right. Exhale, up and over to the left. One more each way. Inhale, up and over to the right. Exhale, up and over to the left. Coming back through center table. Let's walk those hands out a little bit further, coming down to the forearms. As we find puppy dog or melting heart, maybe walk those knees back a little further as well. Forehead to rest down on your mat, engage to the belly. And let's just breathe across the chest, to the shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Deeper breath out. One more round of breath, inhale. Let it go, exhale. We slowly pick up the head, gazing to the top of the mat. Let's swim our body forward, coming down onto the belly. As we come to Sphinx. So elbows under shoulders, spread the fingers, press onto the palms and the forearms, and guide our heart center forward. Shoulders down away from the ears. Maybe take a little rock in that lower back, release any tension. And on that next inhale, let's gaze over that right shoulder. Exhale, come back through center. Inhale, gaze over the left shoulder. Exhale, back through center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release all the way down to the belly. Forehead resting to mat. And then let's walk our hands out a little wider on the mat, away from the mat. Coming up onto those finger pads, elbows reaching up towards the sky. And as we inhale, we'll peel the chest up, a little mini baby cobra. And let the shoulders come down away from the ears. And with our next inhale, let's release that right shoulder down, maybe gazing over the left. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, coming back through center, roll the right shoulder back and down. And as you release that left shoulder down, peeking over the right. Breathe into the front side of the shoulder. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhaling, coming back through center, roll that left shoulder back and down. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release all the way down to the mat. Walking those hands in next to the chest. And we'll slowly press up through our table. Rounding through the spine, cat. Let's open those knees up nice and wide as we sit it back to child's pose. Take a round of breath, inhale. Let it go, exhale. When you're ready, we'll slowly make our way back up to table. So walking your knees back in, underneath those hips. Engaging through the belly, pressing away from the mat. And on an inhale, let's slide those right toes back. Press back through your heel. A little stretch down that leg. And then when you're ready, bringing the weight into the palms, we'll float that right leg up, really reaching back. Hips are squaring down to your mat. And we can stay there. Or lift that left arm up to spinal balance. Gazing down at the mat, maybe slightly forward. And with a long line from fingers down to the heel or toes. Take a deep breath in, find length. Exhale, release your palm and knee back to the mat. Inhale, slide those left toes back. Pressing back through your heel, little stretch down the leg. And then when you're ready again, we'll bring the weight into the hands, floating that left leg up, reaching long, pressing away from the mat. And staying there, our right arm can lift, spinal balance. Take an inhale, reach fingers down to heel or toes. Exhale, release your hand and knee down to the mat. Let's take a cow and cat as we breathe in. Exhale to breathe out. Coming back in through table. So let's add on just a little bit. This time we'll inhale, send that right leg up and back. Left arm again can lift, spinal balance. We'll take a deep breath in. On an exhale, let's draw that elbow and knee in to touch. Inhale to open. Exhale to draw in. One more here. Inhale, open, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open. This time as we exhale, let's release just the left hand down. Crossing our right leg over to the left. Release your toes down to the floor. Pressing back through your heel and then gaze over that left shoulder. Just breathing down into the hip, the side. With a deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, let's pick up that right leg, sweep it back behind. This time as we release that right foot behind the left. Taking your left foot, swivel it behind you onto the floor. Inhale, right arm lifts up into a variation of side plank. Beautiful, so really press down away from the mat with that left hand, reaching up to the right. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Maybe floating that top leg up for a little bit more balance. Or just letting the toes stay to the mat today. Take one more round of breath. And exhale, we'll lower that leg if it's floating. Bringing the right palm back down. And then let's just release that right knee down next to left table. And with a cow and cat, inhale. Exhale. Coming back through table. On an inhale, we'll send that left leg up and back. Right arm can lift, spinal balance. We'll take an inhale. Elbow to knee, exhale, draw it in. Inhale to open. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more time, inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to knee. Take an inhale, find length. As you exhale, release your right hand down. Crossing that left leg over, let the toes find the floor. And as you press back through that heel, peeking over that right shoulder, breathing down through the hip. Take a deep breath in, and deeper breath out. Picking up that left leg, let's sweep it back behind. And as we release those toes behind the right foot to swivel back onto the floor. Inhaling, left arm up, opening up for a variation of side plank. And really pressing away from the mat, lifting up through those fingertips. And staying here, or floating that top leg up. Find that variation that feels good to your body. Take a deep breath in. Deeper breath out. And if that top leg is floating, slowly lower it down. And as we bring that left palm back to the mat, knee releases next to the right table. Inhale to cow. Exhale to cat. Coming back through our table. Let's tuck the toes under. And slowly walking our hands back toward our knees. Let's give our wrists a little bit of a break. Maybe reaching back, spread the toes open. We'll find a little toe stretch. So palms can stay to your mat for less intense. Or maybe walking your hands up onto the legs. You can close down the eyes. And just breathing down to the toes, to the feet. Breathing in and breathing out. One more round of breath. And then we'll slowly crawl those hands back towards the top of the mat with a gentle pitter-patter of the feet to the mat. And as we tuck those toes under, back again. Walking your hands back towards your knees. We're just going to slowly peel up onto the balls of the feet. And as we begin to slowly straighten the legs, finding a forward fold at the back of the mat. Bending your knees as deeply as you need. Crown of your head to release down. And letting your hands rest on the mat, a block. You're coming to the opposite elbows for ragdoll. Crown of your head releasing down, find length through your spine. With a deep inhale. Folding a little deeper, exhale. One more round of breath. And if arms are folded, slowly releasing fingertips back to your mat. Walking your hands up onto your shins. Take a halfway lift, lengthen crown to tail. Folding back over those legs, exhale. Let's do that again. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen. Shoulders away from ears. Exhale, forward, fold. One more time. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale to fold. And as we root down through those feet, inhale, slowly rise, peel that body up. Let's take a big shoulder roll at the top, forward, up and back. Releasing down. And with an inhale, sweeping the arms up, palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart, mountain. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, sweep those arms up. Exhale, swan dive or forward fold through the center, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Let's inhale, slowly rise. Let's come all the way back up. Sweeping the arms out, reach up. Hands to heart. Good, this time as we inhale, sweep those arms up. On an exhale, up and over to your right, hips to the left. Soften the shoulders, arms are yours. So whether we interlace hands or release that right arm down to the side. Inhale. Exhale, reach up and over. And as we inhale, sweeping that arm back up. Exhale, up and over to the left, hips to the right. Soften the shoulders. Arms are yours. Take a deep inhale. Reaching up and over, exhale. And inhale, sweeping that arm back up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Good, keeping your feet where they are. Let's walk those hands out to that first downward facing dog. Maybe a bend through the knees. Really lift up that tailbone toward the wall and ceiling meet. Pressing into your mat, belly up and in. And then let's walk that dog. Bend one knee, press opposite heel, a little walk. Maybe a little nod through the head, no, and yes. Release all that tension in the neck. And remember, if down dog is too much for you, come back to table or child's pose. Always an option. Listen to your body. Let's take a deep inhale. Releasing those heels down to the mat. One more round of breath. Breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. On an inhale, we'll shift forward into our plank. And then let's release our knees down to the mat, modified plank. Reaching long from the crown, down to the tail. Take an inhale. And as we bend those elbows, let's slowly lower down towards our mat. Coming through our lower push-up, chaturanga. Come all the way to the belly. With an inhale, slowly peel up to cobra or come back to sphinx. Exhale, releasing down to the mat. Let's come up again. Inhale, peel the chest up. Exhale to release down. One more time. Inhale, peel up. Exhale, release down. With an inhale, let's press up through our table. Round through the spine. And as we sit it back into child's pose, releasing hips to heels. Take a deep inhale. Let it go, exhale. Deep breath in. Deeper breath out.